back to Connor's Compass. As I said, we are going to give you a bit of a look at everything we bought over the 5 days in Disney. Bought a lot of stuff, spent a lot of money, so yeah, thought we would show it to you guys.
The first thing I bought were these Minnie Mouse earrings. Bought them on the first day for a little Disney jewellery for the trip.
And then my first day I went on a hunt for a Spirit jersey. Couldn't find one at the beginning to fit me, which was surprising because I was only looking for an extra large. But yeah, we couldn't actually find one for a while, and this was the exact one I wanted, so got this to start off our purchases.
My second item was a new pair of ears. These are the rose gold ears.
Yeah, I bought this hat just because I needed a hat, and it's got ears. Hat.
He was jealous of my ears. Here's the next pair I bought.
So on our last day at California Adventure, we decided to hit up Pixar Pier with all the arcade games. We spent a bit of money on it, and without knowing that these things were collectibles, we just thought they were cool. We ended up getting these three. Those two we earned honourably. This one, we were helped by the cast member getting this one. It was the duck. Was it duck or stars? Anyway.
Stars, yeah.
It was the stars one, where you have to pick up random stars, and if you got a special colour, you got a special prize. Then we spent a lot of money on that one, and she helped us out by then, when we picked up a star that would have got us another one of these, she ended up giving us the pack instead. So we've got 5, no, that's a lie. We've got 7 of the Disney keys, which I actually really like. And Fantasia one is my favourite. What's your favourite?
The up one.
The up one is Emily's favourite.
We also won Wally at those games.
Oh yeah. On our 4th day, we then went to Walt Disney Studios, where we got quite a bit of exclusive things. So my one that I still quite like is this Disney jacket. There was this Disney logo, there was a Marvel and a Lucasfilm. Yeah, those 3. So I just got the traditional Disney one, and it has a Mickey Mouse patch on the side, so it's pretty cool and heavy duty.
My first thing was this jumper that I'm wearing with Mickey Mouse on it, and it says the Walt Disney Company down the sleeve.
Yeah, then I kind of got the same thing. I got a Spirit jersey with just the Disney logo, as well as the thing. And then on the back of it, you've got the gang that says Walt Disney Studios.
We actually both got that, but I saw it first.
Yeah. And then also the thing that we got were these pins, the Ducksters and the Mousters pin. These ones are only given to cast members of that year, so we got the D23 year. But yeah, you can't get those anywhere else unless they're secondhand or at the tour. And then this pin is just a Walt Disney Studio pin that's everyone gets at the pin. It's not year specific or anything like that, but it's just a generic pin that everyone gets when they go on the tour.
And I also got a jacket, and it just says the Walt Disney Company on the sleeve there.
Yeah. And then on our final day at Disney, I spent a lot more money than what I should have. So I got a little souvenir of Batuu and the Millennium Falcon. That's $30. There you go. That's the price for you.
I got Pandora charms for each of the parks, the Grand California Adventure and Disneyland. So with the Disneyland one, I got it on Main Street, but the California Adventure one, I tried to get in a few locations, including the actual Pandora store, and they said it doesn't exist, but we found it in the dress shop.
I just went a bit crazy with the Star Wars stuff, so I also bought myself the medallion that is presented to Han and Luke at the end of New Hope, but not Chewie. So this is Chewie's one, and this only cost $30. So yeah, that's a cool replica. Then also, I went to build a lightsaber, and you do get a pin when you sign up and put whatever type of saber you want to build. And this is the saber here. So it's very heavy. I wasn't thinking that it was full metal. I was thinking we were just making plastic ones. But it is actual metal. It is very heavy, which is fair enough because we did pay $270 for that experience. But it is definitely worth it. It's pretty cool. I also stupidly, I do regret buying, this is one thing I do regret buying. It was a Jedi cloak. It was $100. I don't know why I bought it. I just bought it. So I have a Jedi cloak now.
I got these Loungefly Pirates of the Caribbean ears. I got a Spirit jersey. And these two Starbucks mugs. One for each park at the Disneyland Resort.
Yeah, so we're collecting everywhere we go. We try and get a mug or a cup. However, Disneyland, they didn't have good looking mugs.
No, all park specific.
Yeah, all park specific. So those were the only two, at the time we went, those were the only two things that were park specific. And also, they were the only ones that actually looked good. All the rest were kind of like cartoony, fake Disneyland plastic. And that's just not the type we're going for. But I also got a Pirates of the Caribbean medallion. The annoying thing about this medallion, actually the annoying thing about Pirates of the Caribbean merch and Indiana merch is that they weren't replicas. Like this was, Indiana Jones had no replicas, and I was very disappointed about that. But in the Pirates of the Caribbean merch shop, this was the only replica, but it's not like legitimate. So in the movie, it's much bigger and much more gold, whereas this is kind of a bronze, tiny little medallion. So a bit disappointed about that. And then I wanted an actual jumper, so I got myself this hoodie. Just says Disneyland on it, and then it's got some patterns on the side there. Super warm.
I got these plaques just to have in the office, a little bit of Disney magic. And I got this souvenir cup at Jolly Holiday. It had the awesome Disney hot cocoa in it, and it's just a nice, got a little bit of Disneyland all over it.
We also picked up this 2022 sippy cup, Disneyland Resort cup. What's it called? We got this and the two Starbucks mugs from World of Disney. Yeah, World of Disney. As I said, there wasn't really any good park specific things. So these were the best that were on there, so we got them. So yeah, that's it for our haul. The whole time at Disney, loved every single part of it.
Fireworks need to run every night,
yes.
Not just on weekends. I want to go every night, but also because they were only running them on the weekends, the crowds were like ridiculous. They were ruining the experience a little bit. Second of all, I would stay on property. I didn't like leaving the Disney bubble, so if that's ever an option for us to stay on property, I would like to do that. And my third thing is longer. We need more time.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, my things that I'd like to do better next time would be, yeah, stay longer. You got to stay longer because if you want to get every right, like going to Disney is not a common thing for us because we're here in Australia and it costs thousands of dollars to get over there, $1,000 to stay over there, plus all this merch and stuff, heaps of money. So we did all the rides. Obviously, you don't have to do every ride in Disneyland, but I feel like you are missing out on half the experience. However, with the 5 days there, we missed out on half the experience anyway because we didn't really sit down and eat much food. We didn't try drinks or anything like that. We didn't get to do a lot of stuff, even though we were there for 5 days and we were running around the park like chooks without a head. So yeah, that's definitely one. Second one, yeah, fireworks. I don't know why they changed it to only Saturday, Sunday. That made no sense. Rumours were it's a financial thing, but like if you go to Disneyland, if you spend all this money on Disneyland and you've only set time to go from Tuesdays or Monday to Thursday, you miss out on one of the most magical things in Disney, and that's the fireworks.
I've got one more thing, but they've fixed it, so it's just like an extra. But we needed a parade. When we went, there was no parade running, and that was also something that you really associate with going to a Disney park, and there wasn't one.
That's pretty much all the bad things. The good things, Fantasmic. I've never seen it before. Loved every second of it. Wonder, World of Colour. Glad I got to see it. Actually, I've never seen it before.
No?
That was the first time. So I'm glad I got to see it before they changed it because there's been a bit of mixed reviews on the new water show at California Park. So I'm glad I got to see it and video it before it changed.
My favourite things were World of Colour. I'd forgotten how good that was. We went all 4 times and it was different and brilliant every single time. It was also 2 standout cast members that made magic for us that were really, really special and made the experience. And then just being back in a Disney park, like through COVID and whatnot. We'd been away from Disney for quite a while. So just to be around it, even though there were things like the fireworks not running every night or whatever, but just to be back in the magic was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and with that cast member thing, so I didn't even know this, and I've been 2 times I've gone to Disney, but you can actually shout out.
It's called Cast Compliment.
It's called Cast Compliment. So on the app, if a cast member goes out of their way to make magic for you or make your day magical, you can actually put in their name and where they live in the app for the cast compliments.
They should get recognised by their manager. So if things haven't changed, you would get a certificate, recognition, and it actually goes on their record as well if they go to apply for other jobs within the company or something.
Yeah, so make sure...
It makes a difference.
Yeah, if someone does something extra for you just to make it magical, that you do give them a compliment. It took us to do it...
2 minutes.
Yeah, not
it's
even.
It's so easy.
It's so... You just put the name, where they're from,
and what location
they're at, and what they did.
Like that, but you couldn't give too much.
Yeah, it was like options. It was options of what they did. So, yeah, it's super simple and it does go a long way. They're giving something to you, so make sure you give something back. But yeah, Walt Disney Studio tour, if you can do it, don't turn down the offer. Amazing. You will not regret it. That is it. So yeah, we did get quite a bit of stuff to remember our time at Disney and obviously making these videos. I know personally going back and making these videos, it brings back all the memories, and watching Fantasmic still gives me goosebumps. World of Colour, same thing, gives me goosebumps. So yeah, well, that's it for us. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for seeing what we got, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.